Banshee. Really going to be finding the opener, but the damage will be done by his opponent on the other side of the map. GT side going to try and delay the push through the smoke. Goes one. It will be fair to finish off another. I've got some graphical errors, so we'll just retry once we have like a pause in the game, so get all of those beautiful skins back. For now, we play with Invisa skins. Already, Marek picks off another, and this Horseby isn't looking too good, but HSK with the scoot. Gonna manage to get himself another. Stacks lurking around in the apartments. Banshee is just going to be waiting patiently. Doesn't want to lose that AK-47. Is only going to peek back in, I imagine, if things get a little bit too close for comfort. Hi, Tom. How's the hair going? Not very well, I'll be honest. I've accepted my fate. Stacks. He's going to be able to close out one. Fact is... Oh, I think he's going to get killed here. Oh, nice! Well, he will get killed. Ah, that's unfortunate. Alright, let's quickly just try and get back into the server. As I said, there's just some graphical errors. Hopefully it won't be. I had some problems with this yesterday, and I have no idea why. I originally thought it was to do with FPS or to do with panorama. But it just seems that my game doesn't really like Inferno. Weird one. CT side will have a small investment back. TZ's not only one dropped over from HSK, but the other kept from the previous round. CT side. Could be sending HSK back towards this B center. Now he is the one man with a weapon. They are relying on him to do a lot of the damage here. But the T side playing very slowly indeed, just being patient. They lost a fair few players in the previous round. Only one AK actually kept. He is not Tom, his name is Jerry. No, Jerry is a player for fours. Don't worry, I am Tom. A bit of damage. Actually, no damage done. Looked like there could have been. In the meantime, though, the T's have switched things up. They're going over towards this A side of the map. Already the opener from Fur will come in, and he gets the second as well. The wraparound is flawless as they shut down these remaining players. And while HSK will just about survive with his life as Banshee removes those SMGs. By the looks of things, the T's are actually going to hunt this. Now, they know he has a scout. They all have AKs. I don't really see the point. Like, it's sort of like, if he wants to play the next round with a scout, in my eyes, I'd just be like, yeah, alright. Play it with a scout. I don't care. Instead, they're going to chuck away a rifle. A completely unnecessary, I suppose maybe a confidence builder. Just like, hey, we got ourselves an extra kill here. Or something. Thank you, J-Halls, for the words of wisdom. I will keep that in mind. Is this played on 5e play? Yeah, it is. Why, does that mean anything? Does it take some skill to be a caster? Yeah, I'd say it does. I feel like the thing that people struggle most with, or from what I've heard, is just filling dead air. Just being able, especially if you solo cast, to be able to just talk non-stop for this amount of time. Like, I remember one of my good friends from school, when I first started casting, my friend Terry. He's a very, very talkative person. And he decided to try and do a cast with me. And he said that he just didn't have enough things in his head. Now, he'd played Counter-Strike for a few thousand hours. And it was just like, just getting all of that down is actually a very difficult thing to do. And it's like, not only that, it's saying things that not only are simple enough that everybody can sort of understand what's going on, but are complex enough that the more advanced players are like, oh, actually, this guy knows what he's talking about. And that's why a lot of casters come under a lot of flack for trying to find a balance. Obviously, there are casters who a lot of the time don't know what they're talking about, and there's a lot of casters who don't think about the more basic audience. It's a very difficult balance. I think a good example of someone who knows how to cater to both sides is James Bardoff, because he definitely has the in-depth knowledge, but also is very good at actually making things very simple for some of the newer viewers. Either way, Banshee. He's going to be pushing right in towards the site. The wraparound looking to come in. Insane. We'll be able to catch off another. Now the clock's ticking fairly low, and because of that, Sucker's going to go pushing through, and he almost manages to find all three. If he got that final kill, the round was surely done. Instead, Marek has a chance to try and clutch this back. There's not much utility, and there isn't a kit, so the clock is in his favor. He's just got to burn 31 seconds off of it. "31 seconds in this situation feels like an absolute lifetime. He almost lines them up. You have to feel a little bit sorry for him there, as he was just 32 HP. Hey, 31 seconds, 32 HP. From taking down the last man. However, GOSU, they're not going to be out of the woods yet, by any stretch of the imagination. It's 3-1. Their economy is on the brink, and the T side are going to be buying plenty of money for fur. Or fur shits. Or fur. Maybe it's Fashi. There you go. I'll call him Fashi. Can't tell me that's not his name. You can't tell me. Can't tell me that. Here we go though. Lakia. Very aggressive push, and what? Marek already going to be caught with his pants down, and actually Lakia manages to get a second. Very aggressive from him here. Banana control taken firmly. And although some damage has been done in return, ultimately a two-man advantage has been gained by the T side. Already. It's looking pretty damn bleak, let's be real. 2 T's left. One of them at least starts the cooking show, and decided the Fashi is gonna go down to his hand. He's like, "No, brother, I will not let them take you. I shall put you down myself." Either that or he just accidentally shot his teammate. Well, it is one of the two. I prefer my story of brotherly love rather than the story of mistakes. I'm Bardoff Jr. We do look very alike. I'm both British, so, you know. Thank you, Brink. Thank you, Invisit Turtle, as well. About drama and thrill. I think it depends a lot of the time on what you're casting. Like, if you're casting, obviously, a massive game, then you do need to focus a lot on what's going on in the game. You can talk about high levels of analysis and really go into depth on what's going on. If you're casting a game like this, if I started trying to analyze all of the strategy that's coming in, none of you guys are going to care. Or maybe one or two. You'll be like, "Oh, yeah, no, I really like the fact that he's just picked apart this round and ran into everything." Whereas I realize a lot of you are probably betting. Some are just here for something to watch early in the morning and just want to have a bit of fun. So that's what I'm trying my best to give to you. But as I said, it's very difficult to do one and then do the other. Some go one way, some go the other. T side, rushing in towards this B side. Lakia and HSK doing excellent work of ruining the day of EHOME. This was only a half investment. They'll get 2,400, although they still leave themselves fairly low when it comes to the utility. And Fashi is going to be left with nothing more to do. 3-3. GOSU now starting to really build into this CT side. I just want you guys to know I'm really enjoying saying Fashi. I feel like it sounds so fancy that I kind of now want to call myself Fashi. Hello, my name is Fashi. I don't know what this accent is, but it is probably offensive to someone. If I'm being real with you, it's an attempt of French. But not a very good one. No. Insane. A great opener from him. He started off the first map with a bang, and he's looking to do the same in this one. He's got support from the Banshee, who's squealing his way through. Maybe shrieking was a better word. A squealing sounds more like a pig. And ke. Wait. Ke. Will be there to close out the round. It is going to be 4-3, a bounce back of sorts from EHOME once their buy comes in. Well, I mentioned the fact that they may not have that much in terms of utility. They did have enough in terms of edge shots. CT side. Ke's real ID is slowly. Well, to be fair, it somewhat is at the moment because that's how you read his name. Banshee. Quite a lot of missed shots, but finds 2 in the end and leaves it all on to Suck. Sucks to be him right now, as he's the only one left onto this site as the tease. Oh, they're tempted. Banshee, that is so risky. You have 7 HP, my friend. If he hits you with a single bullet, you are dead. I like this from Suck, though. It didn't work now, because he's taken a shot. But up until the point where he got shot, him just actually hiding, and it was sort of a bait to make them run through the smoke. Now, unfortunately, he is dead. Like, there was no way he was ever getting out of that alive. And I like the fact that EHOME as a team just decided we're getting rid of that gun. We're not even going to plant the bomb. Banshee's real ID is Aeon. Okay. Hey, they want to be called Ke and Banshee. I think Banshee's a cool name. Yeah, it is 1-0 in favor of EHOME. A fairly dominant display, actually, on the previous map. And this is where I expect to see GOSU step up. They got themselves going, but all in all, EHOME have bounced back. And I've been impressed with what I've seen today. Yeah, some of the guns have been disappearing. I think his gun is back. Back again. Oh, that's Carcer. Okay. I remember Carcer, the old coach of Tyloo, wasn't he? CT side. 3 players over towards this banana spot. Interesting that they initially didn't even check on the other side, but hey ho. These have won this round, in case anybody was wondering. I don't think, even if I was going for even the most simplistic analysis, it would be difficult to work out. And I can show this thanks to not having panorama on. Bomb down on A with T's, CT's on B. They need to be here. Wait. Here. There's an arrow on an arrow. It doesn't matter. And they do not have a kit. Look, amazing drawing. That's actually the Burj Khalifa, for anyone wondering. It was just a quick sketch. Either way, let's get rid of all of this. Valve, I'd back the drawing! CT side. Well, I was going to say they're all going to die to the bomb. Instead, some of them are not going to die to the bomb. The remaining 2 are going to die to the bomb. A little bit of stat padding for Banshee. He's 13-6 at the moment. It was insane having a brilliant first map. He's now having a pretty nutty second one. This is their ID shown on 5e Play, not their registered ID. That's the thing that blew my mind. Like, because I was talking yesterday to one of the guys at StarLadder, and I said, is it possible to get Flash to change their names? Because it's really confusing. And he went, oh, let me ask the guy, the Asian guys. And he went, no, basically the way that 5e Play is set up, they can never change, they can't change their names. And I was like, whose idea was that? Oh, Marek almost. There's 2 players incredibly low over towards that B side at the moment, and you can see the CTs, they're getting itchy feet. They're like, oh, they're kind of tagged. Should we send another one over there? Hi, Tom, say Kiki. Oh, God. Why? Do you want me to do that stupid little dance and get run over by a car? The only good thing that has come out of that challenge is watching stupid people get run over by their own car. Like, That's like one of those your mum jokes that has now actually happened. Like, your mum's not so stupid, she got run over by her own car. And now with that challenge, it's actually happened. Suck. I like this. They've actually rotated the low players, well, one of them at least, off of this site. It makes no difference, but I like the thought. It's the thought that counts, that's what they say. It goes to, I don't know. I know there's obviously the organization, well, obviously it's the organization GOSU Games, which has been around for a while. Yeah, basically back to my, am I drunk? I actually, I get asked that a lot. And the answer is no. I'm just weird. Thanks for your concern, Johnny. I like the idea that, I know that when people ask that, they are just like memeing. But imagine if I was. The one I get more often is, are you high? It's like, no. I've never touched the ganja. I'm a good Christian boy. Not that I believe anywhere in the Bible it says thou shalt not puff, but that'd be great. That'd be great. I don't know why I find that so funny, but just could you imagine if just like thou shalt not kill, thou shalt not steal, and it's like all of these things like thou shalt not smoke the ganja. I make myself laugh. I hope that I've at least made someone laugh at home. Otherwise, this is just the ravings of a lunatic. I just got an email from Uber that started with the word ahoy. Oh, it's because it's telling me I can book an Uber boat. You can have a journey with a yacht. Oh, okay. That sounds like it's going to be expensive. Ooh, nade damage. Utility by GOSU is on point. If I was on Panorama, I'd be showing you the utility damage right now, but I'm not because I like FPS and I like drawing on the map. GOSU is Grandmaster in Korea. Is that true? So that's kind of cool. Or Uber. Uber drivers deliver death. Your Uber driver is waiting to come to mess you up. Well, yeah, I'll be honest. If my Uber driver met me with automatic rifles, I'd be slightly scared. But so far in this round, it's going quite well for GOSU. They haven't got a kill, but they've done a hell of a lot of damage. Stacks. Ooh, he gets away with that one. Doesn't actually lose that much health at all. And it's still a lot of utility. I like this from the CT side. They're holding on to what they've got. A little bit of a fake being thrown in. Actually, ooh, they've gained some control into CT. This is going to be a temptation for them to back around. But by the looks of it, they've got so much presence over on this A site. I'd be very surprised if they don't go pushing in now. The problem is this double pit setup is going to be quite difficult to clear. Now, they do have a couple of Molotovs, but he's going to drop one down. Now, he can jump up. Okay. Going to be looking for the kills. Finds one. Second is there. The real problem is not only is the clock ticking, but they've got to clear this man off the site. Zuck has just been ready and waiting, and he finds himself the kill. Only one man remaining. Banshee will do the damage and retrieve the bomb. He may just have that, you know, but he's dead anyway. At least an extra bit of money for his team. Not that they necessarily needed it. And GOSU, well, they've got themselves back on the board once again. You appreciate the name tag on my AK Redline? Yeah. Oh, yeah, no. Do you know what? That was named by Twitter. I gave them a lot of options. It was like all these really gay sort of like electronic puns, like electrified and all this stupid stuff. And my friend Rob just went to me like, oh, yeah, no, you should just put, like, hairline the AK-47 hairline instead of red line. And I was like, what, you think I should let them vote on that? And he was like, yeah. Yeah, you should put that one in. I was like, oh, okay, cool. Oh, bit of a miss smoke. The T side have already found the opener, but look at the push. It's coming down Banana. Marek's going to be caught from behind as they're running in. Like a train, naturally. Stax has managed to drop the bomb. Ke, round in the corner. Doesn't expect him to push back in, and it will just be down to one man left. Insane. We'll get the bomb down. Extra money once again for the T side. He's going to try and fight this back, although this is going to be very difficult, and HSK just uses the Molotov as a bit of a timing thing. Your country deleted Uber. Actually, the UK put in a load of laws about Uber because they said that, like, basically it just wasn't... They weren't really testing it enough. It was sort of like just any bloke could just be like, yeah, all right, I'll be an Uber driver. And, yeah, obviously bad stuff happens. So now they actually have to go through and check that the people are not psychopaths. Well, so that's why I'm not allowed to drive in it. No, I'm kidding. It's funny, some of the people I've got in cars with in Ukraine drive like literally they don't have brakes. Like, just like, let me just drive 100 miles an hour, just, and you're like, you're mental. Either way, CT side, we haven't really seen AWPs for them, but they've gone from a double AWP setup here. Ooh, HSK. Very close to that being evened up. Will survive. First he was afraid. He was petrified. Thought that he could never live without Lakia by his side. Oh, that's a mistake. That's a mistake. The slight step. Molotov. Oh, Marek's just like, you don't you dare. Same though. Already finds the opener. There's still 2 players over on towards this site, and well, some of the EHOME players are actually going to go rotating in towards A. Stax has got a lot left to do. He's been pretty good so far on the site, but it's all just a bait. Oh, this is good. They pulled them. They pulled them off the site. Lakia's going round, and they've left onto HSK. They need to kill him, though. They need to kill him fast, and he's going to find a second. The play was good, but I don't think the execution of it's going to be so good. Ke has left himself alone. 1 versus 2. Money for the CT side, not too bad. Take a very aggressive stance over towards the church. He is praying that he can take this round away. Suck's going to be in the corner, and he's dead. Unlucky with the timing there. It will be 7 to 6 as slowly EHOME managed to drag this back. I'm a psycho. No. No, okay. What? T-side, they still have a buy, but they've already got 4 men. That was a very quick early kill coming in from Lakia. He's gaining in confidence and... Oh, they're going to take deep banana control. The early streak that we saw out from the T side really dwindled. GOSU have made a nice comeback into this one. And honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if GOSU were able to win this out on the T side. It would be more down to how good EHOME's CT side is. Now, the AWP being forced off the angle. Going to make things a bit more difficult. Nice shot from Care to open things up. And it will just leave one man, Lakia, on this site. Sprays away. Uses a lot of his bullets. And they are going to be spraying back through the smoke. But actually, they just opt to fall back. Now, obviously, from what we can see, they probably should have kept pushing. But it's very easy when you can see through the walls and see everybody's perspective to realize what would have actually worked wonderfully for them, because he was alone and low on HP. Instead, they're going to go back towards this A site, and they've actually struggled to find stacks over the last few rounds. All already. Jinx going to be tagged low as well. Lots of utility being expended, but the T's, are they going back? They seem to be just able to gain so much control, but I think they're a little bit too elaborate with their strategies, in all honesty. They're constantly trying to find switch-ups of places they can go. Insane. It's going to be caught as well, and one by one we see them fall. I think that on multiple occasions there where actually the T side just make the wrong decision. Now a little bit just down to luck. For the CT side, but yeah, a lot of it down to luck, but in all honesty, I think they're slightly overthinking things. 7-7, GOSU bring things right back into contention now. They've evened it up. Almost. Doing a little bit of damage through the wall. I'd say that the way they played in the early doors, they probably did win the half victory. He's looking like maybe they will go for something a little bit more basic here. Got control of the apartments. Stax is going to be here. Has support from Jinx. They're just going to try and dominate this short control. Bit of utility to be expended, although that incendiary will slow down the push a little bit. And she is going to be sneaking out here. For that opening pick. And he's going to find it as well. First kill goes the way of this T site. Stack's going to be waiting on the angle. The smoke going to be thrown so they can actually rotate themselves around. And he's left completely blind. Both players from this site will go down, and this round is dead to rights. Absolutely no chance. Lakia 1v, well, now 4. I would say it'd have to be a miracle worker. It will be EHOME to win the half in the end. As I said, I think they deserve that. Nice few rounds towards the end for GOSU to actually bring it back. I will say, though, all that last round really shows is I genuinely do think EHOME just started overthinking things a little too much. Like, trying to create rotations, and some of them were good. It's just that then that they split their offense enough that they actually just weren't able to trade effectively. Some of the times you just watched it and went, actually, if you did enough damage, if you just pushed into the site, you could have just won the round. Like, it's very easy to say that from my position, I will admit. But I think they just sort of mind gamed themselves a little bit there, which is unfortunate. That Glock, and I know that talking about skins is somewhat, well, frowned upon, but that Glock is beautiful. Second pistol round getting underway. We've got Marek, who has himself an HE, but it's the second mid push actually coming in from the T side. A double arch side setup. Banshee already finds himself a first. There are 2 more players here. In fact, they've turned it into a triple setup. It does mean that the bomb can get itself over towards the side, but a quick rotation already coming in. Now, there's an HE still onto Marek. I imagine that would have initially been over for Banana. Instead, he's going to throw it right in onto Suck. It doesn't quite close him down, though. A wraparound already coming in. Oh. Be careful shooting at your own teammate there. Jinx's position is known, and well, the damage is going to be done. Care finds one, the second coming in, and Jinx, that's impressive. Both players actually very low on HP, but he's going to run out of bullets. Going to try and go for the knife. This is awful. This is awful. What is going on? They almost lose that round. But Care will be there to close things down. That is that's something I want to forget in a hurry. I'll be real with you. That end duel. Because EHOME could have easily lost that one. Instead, we'll see a bomb plant, which is going to be useful for GOSU going into the future rounds. Jinx could... I know that it's risky. Jinx could buy an AK without head armor. I would actually like to see him do that. He doesn't, which is fair enough. Like, they're just going to go for the buy as a team. If he buys an AK and drops 2 players, that's already more valuable than anything he could... Well, than anything else, because it will seriously dwindle the buy for the next round, and they'll be coming in with AKs. That is filthy. Burn, baby, burn. Insane with the double molly kill. So much utility damage in this round. Now, realistically, for the CT side, they don't want to lose a single player. And you might think, Tom, that's quite high expectations of a team, not to lose a single player. And they've already failed. But the reason is because there's AKs coming in the next round. I don't know why they're pushing this. Absolutely no reason to. You have the bomb. It's confident stuff. Okay, you've only lost SMGs, but you sort of remove the factor of any real bonus round here. Now, if they lose another player, I would say this is a poor round. And they come very, very close. Yeah, GOSU not playing as well as they did versus Tyler. I would agree with that. At the same time, I feel like Tyloo have not been on the best of form. But they're still, obviously, they got through. That's all that matters. They've got to the $300,000 land. There's one spot left, and everybody else has to fight for it. But I don't think, like, this qualifier was anywhere near as convincing as in the past. Now, maybe this could be down to, like, everybody else improving. But at the same time, the way that Tyloo really have come about recently, I think they may have just had, like, some problems in the online stage. Ten to 7. We do have those AK-47s in now. And as said, the CT side, they don't have a large amount of economy left. Banshee going to be sat with his Deagler. That says a lot about Counter-Strike. When he has a rifle in the form of a FAMAS, and he is deciding to hold the angle with a Deag. I would actually quite like to see the FAMAS buffed a little bit. Maybe that's just me. But considering the price, considering it's meant to be like a rifle that's not as good as the M4, but is still, like, pretty damn good. I would say it's worse than a lot of the guns that are cheaper than it. And Banshee is still... does he not know he has a FAMAS? I'm pretty sure he bought it. Either way, the early aggression coming out from this T side towards A is more of an elaborate ruse. They've got Insane still over towards the B site, and he does have an Incendiary. T's are going to go doubling back towards this site. Still trying to use the Deagle. I'm a bit confused why he even had a rifle. Bit confusing. Okay, up above. Sprays one, a second as well. Has support from his teammate on the site with the FAMAS. Rotation has already come in from the remaining CT players, but they are smoked off for now. Insane has himself a bit of utility, and they're going to be smoked off even longer. They've got a kit, so they don't really need to risk pushing through, but by the looks of things, they are going to go for the wraparound instead. Insane not with the ideal weapon here. Dax will be forced off the angle as they look to make their way in, and well, it's not going to work out. GOSU do manage to win themselves around, and now money is going to be a problem for the CT side. This is what I was saying when it just came down to losing a couple of players. That's all it is. This money here. Now, by the looks of things, they are going to force the issue once again. 10 to 8. Buy-in for the CT side. If they do manage to break back here, it'll be wonderful for their economy, but at the same time, they lose this round and we can expect the scoreline to be equalized. Okay, not going to make the jump. Banshee, like, he's feeling confident at the moment. He's playing very, very well. But this is a bit much for my liking, like, taking those peaks in middle. I suppose it's sort of one of those scenarios where he doesn't have a whole lot to lose. I got the CZs in a bit of a crossfire. We know how effective those can be in Counter-Strike. The fact is, as long as the T's push in together here, there should be absolutely no way that those CZs win the round. They would need basically a double spray down apiece. Obviously, if they do, it'll make it very easy in the retake, but... either way, the execution is going to be coming in. 3 players here for the CT side. They've got the read correct. Marek seems a little bit confused, but he will still manage to find himself one. However, that is all he gets. Fur actually gets 2, though. And he brings it back closer. Pushing through the smoke. Gets one of his own. And leaves it all in onto Banshee. Still, only has himself the Deagle. Definitely not the ideal weapon here. Suck. Be looking for that bomb and the peak, and we'll be able to retrieve it. The clock's starting to tick away. Now, Banshee doesn't need to take the peak up until the point where the bomb goes down, and he is going to take it and only manages to just connect the one shot. It is going to be 5 HP left for Suck, but it is enough. The CT side, well, they're just going to have to take the hit here. They made things very, very costly in that round. Once the highlight vids, maybe. Lucky up. Already gets the opener. Shouldn't be too much here from the CT side, just a small investment. Fur does have the trusty CZ, but even that can't save him here, and while Banshee just tried to lurk in the corner, can't really expect much from him in this round. Will be just insane left, and GOSU are going to bring this back to 10-10. Oh, this is a lot of players pushing his way, and insane. Absolutely nothing he can do. Call him. No, I'm not. No way. You know what? That sounds a bit like when Popeye laughs. Now that is more of a niche joke. 10-10, as said. Thought that GOSU could do work on this T side, and so far so good. Gonna be some utility and a purchase up for EHOME, although still some limitations, no kits. They don't have head armor on 3 players, which in most scenarios wouldn't be a problem. Popeye really struggling with the jump at the moment. I like how he just gives up as well. He's just like, right, no, I'm playing a different spot now. I don't make the jump first time, I don't deserve it. Banshee. Been playing confidently, but maybe a little bit too confidently. The execution going to look to come in on towards the site. Lakia almost manages to find the opener, and while he does, in the end, they know exactly where Fashi currently sits. Although, nice spray down from Banshee. That's an impact couple of frags, as it will give them a way back into this round. The problem, as already said, they do not have a kit. So they need to get their little running boots on. Push right back in. Banshee left completely blind. Pushes alone, and while eventually, one by one, they fall. GOSU are going to get themselves back into the lead after what was... Oh, 9... No, 10-7 scoreline. They win 4 in a row. Once again, it is just going to be some pistols. Banshee really wants to take this fight in middle with the Deeg. Fish going to be coming in, and insane is already lost. Lakia. We'll do some more damage, and while realistically the 2 remaining players here are just hoping for a kill or 2. She can be left all alone. What's 2 + 2? A window. I always remember that when I was a kid, that was like the OG meme of just like, no, 2 + 2 is not 4, it's a window. And you're like, oh, you got me. And then if you said a window, they would go, no, silly, it's 4. And you're like, ah, ha ha, ha ha. 12-10. GOSU definitely making this comeback possible and looking to try and take us to our third and final map, which will be totally not going and having a look at the VO Mirage. Basically the Asian paradise. But now we get the big boy by EHOME. They've got themselves their AWP onto Banshee. This time, slight upgrade from his Deagle of the last few rounds. He's going to be looking to try and take that face into middle, but he can't mess with the dancing queen of HSK. Pretty sure he is not only 17. T-side already building up a ludicrous amount of money to break that for EHOME. Is not going to be an easy task. And even still, like, look at the amount of utility they've got left with 1 minute 15 left on the clock. One incendiary, everything else. Oh, aggressive from Banshee. He's actually going to get punished for it, but it seems like his teammates have got this one on lock. It is going to be 12 to 11 as they do bounce back. The AWP, I imagine, will be saved. And they do keep 4 players alive, which is something. But as said, the bank of GOSU Gaming. Tuned in, can't wait to hear some HSK. Yeah. Yeah. Is that wrong? I don't know. Maybe I'm ignorant, but I am happy to learn. Obviously, I know that some of you are memers. So I will be very careful with what I say, considering I don't speak Korean. That's the thing, though. It's very difficult to actually work out who is just trolling and who is genuinely trying to help. One plus one is a window. Oh, I've forgotten the meme then. You could still... 2 plus 2 equals a fish, mate. What is going on? Nice work from Ken. Insane, though. An absolute shutdown into middle. And EHOME have definitely risen to the occasion here. It looked like GOSU are making this comeback. And they have just destroyed them into round number 24. Pause going to be called by HSK. T-side. They have enough money to buy into this one, but by the looks of things, they may just go for some pistols, get their fall into the next. Oh yeah, of course, it was 1 plus 1 because it's 1 on each side, the plus in the middle, and then the equals on the top. Yeah. I'm sure if I wanted to, I could make 2 plus 2 equal a window. It's just a really fancy window, okay? Got really fancy windows. Well, they are actually going to force the issue here, but only sort of. Like, they've saved some money. They'll get 2,400 into the next round. Double nade over the top. They actually clips the wall, and lots of utility being expended. And while so far not so good, nice shots from the remaining CT players. They will close that down very clean, considering a banana rush. Normally, you see a lot more casualties, and that was a weird buy from the T's. It really was weird, because they can't really buy now. I think they've made a mistake. Now they're just going to go for some pistols. 3 rounds in a row now for EHOME. They win this map. They win the next 3 rounds. GOSU are eliminated. They are out. They are done. Oh, H. Oh, not H. Oh, no. Well, I do say H, if that was the problem. I was brought up proper. See, Your Twitch chat is delayed. No, actually, the stream is on a delay of 2 minutes. I see everything live. You just hear me 2 minutes later, Jason. Don't worry, I'm reading it. T-side, is this going to be the round that works for them? They're going to need a hero here. Trying to do everything he can, but may not be enough. And the CTs have just decided, look, we're not going to hand them any more weaponry. It is going to be 13-13. Scoreline equalized once again. Fake fur, fake marquee. Well, I can see fur because it's spelled fur, but Marek is just a different name. That's like me going, someone called Tim is a fake Tom. No, they're just called Tim. HSK, is it Headshot King? I don't know. It would be cool. And then we should get him and MBK on the same team and have Headshot King and Natural Born Killer. Oh, that would be swish. The wait. Faster's amazing. Ah, oh, so are you. B-fan. Or you're a VP fan and you like ham, so you're VP ham. HSK is his initials. Ah, cool. Thank you. Thank you for the information. Okay, Sky, one tap. Hey Sung Min. Oh, no, Hey Sung Kim. Why did I say Min? I genuinely read that. Headshot Kim. Either way, both teams now with a buyback. The force buy win. Setting GOSU up. To end the terror that was EHOME's road to victory. T-side, though, made a lot of extra cash thanks to this. TT side actually have a fair bit themselves. I feel like we're going to have a good end to what has been an interesting map. A map of streaks. Here we go, T-side. They're looking to try and push in towards this A site. At least initially, they might be about to double back here. There's only one man here. It is Banshee. He's been very good so far. Got his AWP. Can be flashed off the angle. He's going to go for the repeat as well. Ballsy, but he finds the kill. Smoke going to be going down. Needs some rotations here. Actually just going to be trying to hold them back as much as possible. And he's bought a lot of time still. And now look at the flank. This is problematic. Insane in from behind. Manages to add another to the death toll. And it's looking like the T's have been absolutely bambizzled here. As they are going to be left with just HSK. 14-13. Money going to be interesting now for the T's as 3 of the players can buy, but the other 2 cannot. It's Hazy. There you go. I read out your name. And Adriel. Rip your last item. Oh, I'm sorry, bro. Either way, tactical pause is going to be called. GOSU have called it. I do like that the 5e play have this little, like... I like this. That just tells me who called the pause. It doesn't have all the, like, stuff in the chat of them typing, like, pause and stuff. Or maybe it does. It does, actually. I'm an idiot. Oh, no, wait. It didn't the second time. I like that. I've never really understood the chat saying this, but I wonder if it's to, like, the score bot to help out with something to do with HLTV. I don't really know. Here we go, though. It is going to be the force from GOSU Gaming. And if they don't manage to win this one, well, it could be their elimination. Well, it will be their elimination on the cards. As they do have only enough money for pistols. 720p, how will you live? Worst sink since not sliced bread. Now, the scariest thing in Counter-Strike is when you see a CT side with an AWP and 4 AKs. That's when you know things are going bad. When the last round, they definitely went bad. CT side have built up a bolster of cash, a little war chest in case things go wrong. Lan OP, 0p thinks overtime's on the cards, and well, he could be right. A quick trade early on gives a extra bit of weaponry into the hands. Well, not an extra bit, but it removes one of the CZs in a trade for a rifle. Leaves the CT side in a bit of a 2-2 split. Orp actually going to be thrown over to HSK. .30 seconds left. Wow, positioned insane. He's going to find himself a couple. Which direction do they go in here? They're going to go towards this B site, which means that everything is onto this man here. Marek just trying to hold. He knows he needs a kill. Finds his first. That gets a second as well. EHOME are going to hit their 15th round. You just say, who cares about Get Out? I care about economy. I do. That's like half of Counter-Strike. That's what makes this game great. Normally I don't get offended by stuff in chat, but who cares about economy? That is just... No. No. Economy is what makes this game so great. Otherwise it's just any other shooter. You've touched a nerve. But I still love you. T-side. Well, they care about economy, that's for sure. Because they're only going to have themselves some pistols in this one. We've definitely seen teams win with pistols before. Let's be real. Would any of us be shocked at this point if they managed to steal this round away? Up above, Ke is going to be ready and waiting. The utility that they have is going to be used to clear the pit as they actually jump past. He hasn't actually spotted them. They haven't spotted him either, though. And he will be able to do the damage. This is done for sure. EHOME will eliminate GOSU Gaming and make it through to the next stage of the lower bracket. Unfortunately for GOSU fans everywhere, that means they are out of the tournament. If you have enjoyed the cast, ladies and gentlemen, don't forget you can type !caster. It's always appreciated. And either way, that is it for today. It's a short one, but we'll be back tomorrow with some more of the StarLadder I-League Star Series Season 6 Asian Qualifier. Yes, that was a mouthful. See you tomorrow.
Place your bets at gg.bet. Most popular esports titles. Deposit with convenient payment options. Cool mini games. And 24/7 support for players. Sign up now for the best esports bets at gg.bet.